Without the forward-thinking, early entrepreneurial spirit and public service example August Kickbusch set, the Wausau area might not be the same welcoming, growing community we know. While Walter McIndoe is largely recognized as the pioneer who laid Wausau's original plans, August should be remembered for his foresight, resourcefulness, and intuition of Wausau's promise. Around the time August originally arrived in the region in 1857, Wausau was a small town of about 500 residents, ready for new ideas and people with fresh dreams. About 20 years before his arrival, the first sawmill run by George Stevens began. By 1850, Marathon County was officially created, and the town known as Big Bull Falls had begun to be formally called Wausau. A native of Kolberg, Prussia, now Germany, August was born October 15, 1828, the son of Martin and Katrina Kickbusch. He attended local schools, then served an apprenticeship learning how to make bricks, working as a brick manufacturer for several years. August married Matilda Schachschau in 1854, and they had 5 children. His parents left Germany in 1857, with August and Matilda following 2 weeks later to join them. Their ship arrived in Quebec, Canada, with the family traveling to the United States on a train that eventually found them arriving in Milwaukee. 3 days after reaching Milwaukee, August set off to the little settlement of Wausau, walking about 200 miles. Once in Wausau, August built a small shack on Clark's Island, where he started to conduct business from, which the family also lived in for nearly 3 years. On the island, he ran a small trading business with his brother Frederick, buying furs and other items from Native Americans and selling them in Milwaukee. In 1862, he bought a building at 144 Washington Street, purchasing Edison Doolittle's General Store, which he turned into a grocery store. By 1865, he had expanded, building a store that sold hardware, stoves, and crockery next to his existing grocery. August liked his new home and, realizing its potential, wanted to encourage more growth in Marathon County. During the spring of 1867, he traveled back to the area he grew up in Prussia, and over 3 months recruited 702 people to immigrate to Wausau, assuring them of possible opportunities and tracts of available land. He arranged for everyone's passage on the steamer America, bringing the group to Wausau on June 20th. Many of the new residents purchased local land and began farming, with August hiring many of the immigrants to work for his businesses and helping others to find jobs. His plan and confidence in the area helped encourage more German immigration to the area, which not only helped Wausau's population grow, but also impacted and built the development of surrounding towns like Maine, Berlin, Stettin, Easton, and Hamburg. August's ingenuity was contagious, and he worked with others frequently to encourage progress. In support of the Marathon County Agricultural Society, August and lumber mill owner Bradbury Plummer, or BG as he's generally remembered, donated 80 acres of land on the edge of the burgeoning town to the organization in 1867. August and BG's donation held an important provision that a fair be held there annually, hosted by the Agricultural Society, allowing the organization space to hold its first event. The first Marathon County Fair was held in September 1868 and has been running every year since, now known as the Wisconsin Valley Fair. The event is still held every August, now known as Marathon Park. Over the next several years, August grew his businesses to include brick manufacturing, lumber mills, a feed store, and more. As August's business trajectory kept moving, Frederick went off on his own in 1869 to open a lumber business, with August's interest eventually becoming the A. Kickbusch Wholesale Grocery Company, including warehouse facilities, which remained open until 1960. While contributing to the business growth of the fledgling town, August's civic work and tenure as the first mayor of Wausau adds to his unique legacy. Officially changing from a town to an incorporated village in 1862, August served several terms as village president and chairman of the county board for 5 years. Wausau was incorporated as a city on March 18, 1872, and August was elected the first mayor of the new city for a 1-year term on April 9, 1872. Joined on the city government by 5 aldermen and a city clerk. He served another 1-year term as mayor in 1874. His attention to local government and his businesses were not August's only interests. He was very active in other pursuits. He was part of the Wausau Fire Company No. 1, the volunteer brigade that served and protected Wausau for nearly 20 years. He started the German Guards, a company in the Wisconsin National Guard, and in 1867 began the first brass band in Wausau, which was called the Wausau Cornet Band. August's efforts and promotion of the area persuaded the Wisconsin Valley Railroad to be the first railway to reach Wausau in October 1874. In addition, August was a member of the Independent Order of Oddfellows Fraternal Order and of the Old Settlers Club. He was described as a staunch Republican, and the Kickbusch family attended St. Paul's Evangelical Church, which is now St. Paul's United Church of Christ. Sadly, Matilda passed away on May 26, 1891. August wed again, marrying Amelia Floor, with whom he had 2 children, Paul and Alma. August was still active, running several businesses when he passed away on May 28, 1901, at the age of 73. At the time, he was serving as the president of the George Reuter Brewing Company, a director of the Wausau Furniture Company, the vice president of the First National Bank, president of the Central Land Company, and his lumber interests were supplying the Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Paul Railroad, the former Wisconsin Valley Railroad, with timber for its bridges, ties, and telegraph poles. Laying a foundation and anticipating the future, August Kickbusch's story is more than an interesting record of an early settler. The effect he made on the Wausau area is still all around us, evident in enterprising business owners, a dynamic local government, and a vibrant community, thanks to his vision and care of what the area could be. The North Central District of Junior Achievement is proud to honor August Kickbusch as a 2018 Champion of Business.